Now let's discuss another type of cell division, that is meiosis, right? This term meiosis was coined by J.B. Farmers in 1905. Meiosis is actually a reduction division you can say. Why we call meiosis as reduction division? Because in this case the daughter cells that are formed in the daughter cells, the chromosome number is reduced to half. Since reduction is taking place, the chromosome number is reduced to half, we call meiosis as the reductional division. Now let's see what is the definition of meiosis, or how you are going to define meiosis. Meiosis is a type of cell division in which a cell undergoes two successive divisions producing 4 daughter cells. So you can make out that it is a type of cell division in which the cell undergoes 2 successive divisions. Now what are these 2 successive divisions? Well, meiosis takes place in 2 stages, that is meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. So in the definition we are talking about the 2 successive divisions as meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, producing 4 daughter cells. Now what is the end product? We have 4 daughter cells, each containing half the number of chromosomes as compared to the parent cell. So we have 4 daughter cells that are produced, right? And in these 4 daughter cells we have haploid number of chromosomes. Haploid means half the number of chromosomes. Just remember, I am just recalling it again. H for half and H for haploid. So we have haploid number of chromosomes. The diploid number is designated as what? 2n. This is how we write when we actually want to convey that we are talking about the diploid number of chromosomes, that is 2n, means diploid, double the number of chromosomes. When we talk about haploid, means half the number of chromosomes, means we are talking about n number of chromosomes. We will just write as n. This means that from this diploid one we have the haploid number of chromosomes in the daughter cells, means half the number of chromosomes. How this is achieved? This is achieved in 2 stages, that is meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. So the 4 daughter cells each containing half the number of chromosomes as compared to the parent cells. So if we compare them with the parent cell has diploid number of chromosomes, means double than what they have, and these daughter cells have what? They have haploid number of chromosomes, means half the number of chromosomes. Now there are 2 stages in meiosis, as I told you. We have meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Now meiosis 1 is the reductional division because it is here where the chromosome number is going to become half, and meiosis 2 is known as equational division because it is here where we have the same type of daughter cells that are produced. We will discuss this. Well, in this we can study this in 2 stages also. We have karyokinesis and cytokinesis. As you already know that karyokinesis means the division of the nucleus and cytokinesis means the division of the cytoplasm. So first of all karyokinesis is going to take place and then cytokinesis is going to take place. Means first of all we will study the division of the nucleus and then the cytoplasm, as we have discussed in the case of mitosis, right? So in karyokinesis we have these stages, like you know that it is a continuous process, but for easy study of karyokinesis we have divided into many stages. So we have prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1. Now in this karyokinesis, in prophase 1 we have further substages that we call as leptotene, then we have zygotene, then we have pachytene, then we have diplotene, right, and then we have dikinesis. Alright, so you can just make out that prophase 1 is further divided into the stages, that is leptotene stage, zygotene stage, pachytene stage, then we have diplotene stage, and then we have dikinesis. Then we have the metaphase 1, the anaphase 1, telophase 1. And after this process, cytokinesis is going to take place, in which the division of cytoplasm is there. Now what is the main feature of meiosis? The main feature of meiosis is that chromosome crossing over takes place, or you can simply call it as crossing over. You can simply call it as crossing over, right? So where does this meiosis takes place? It takes place when we talk about the formation of gametes, right? Gametes, I mean to say, for example, in case of human beings, we have the male gamete that we call as sperm, and we have the female gamete that we call as ova or egg. So when we talk about the formation of these gametes, means the cell division that is going to be there is meiosis, that is the reduction division, or you can say reductional division, right? And now moving back to meiosis 1, as I told you that we have karyokinesis first and then cytokinesis. Now this meiosis 1 actually takes place after interphase. Now this interphase comes under cell cycle. In this interphase, what is going to happen? DNA synthesis is going to be there, DNA replication is going to be there, okay. So this interphase is prolonged in case of meiosis, right. Then after this interphase, the cell enters the meiosis 1 stage. After this meiosis 1, the cell actually undergoes meiosis 2. Now meiosis 2 is, as the name suggests, it is what? It is equational division, right. So in this we also study in two ways, the karyokinesis and the cytokinesis. Now here you can see in meiosis 1, since it is reductional, means we have the haploid daughter cells, means we have the daughter cells that are actually containing half the number of chromosomes. And here it is an equational division, means from these two we have these other two daughter cells that have the same number of chromosomes that is already there. So in meiosis 1, the chromosome number is reduced to half, and in meiosis 2 you can see the equational division. So what is the end result? The end result is that we are having 4 daughter cells, right, with half the number of chromosomes. That is, the chromosome number is reduced to half. So we have these 4 haploid daughter cells. Haploid, remember, H for haploid, H for half. So we have half the number of chromosomes, right, and we have the end product as 4 daughter cells. So this is how meiosis takes place, which is also termed as what? Reductional division. So let's now recall the definition again, because now you have a fair idea of what is meiosis. Meiosis is a type of cell division in which a cell undergoes 2 successive divisions. Which 2 successive divisions? That is meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, producing 4 daughter cells. 4 daughter cells are produced. In case of mitosis, remember, we have 2 daughter cells. But in case of meiosis, what is the difference? We have 4 daughter cells, each containing half the number of chromosomes, right. In this case, we have the daughter cells which contain half the number of chromosomes. But in mitosis, we had what? We had the daughter cells that were 2 in number, and they were containing what? They were containing the same number of chromosomes that was there in the parent cell. But in this case, as compared to the parent cell, the daughter cells have half the number of chromosomes, right. So meiosis is a type of cell division in which a cell undergoes 2 successive divisions, producing 4 daughter cells, each containing half the number of chromosomes as compared to the parent cell, right. So you can make out. And the most important feature of meiosis is this crossing over, right. Crossing over takes place where there is exchange of the genetic information that you will see, right. So the main feature of meiosis is what? It is crossing over. So this is meiosis, that is a reductional division, this term coined by J.B. Farmers in 1905. Just remember the definition and remember the stages, so that you have a fair idea. When there is a need to explain, you can explain that it occurs in 2 stages, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, and then you can actually write down in substantial amount of how these stages are going to take place, right.